has a personality, not afraid to take control and let the other players on the team know this is the way we need to get it done. If you don't like it, too bad.
1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here. Top of the 4th. Lake Region 34-1 up at the plate, trying to even things up with Bartow, who has a 1-0 lead. 4th meeting, yes, it's the 4th meeting of the year for these two schools that are only 8 miles apart. Very unusual. Swung on, solid hit, just foul though down the third baseline. Kara Kleibel, the DH, really rifled that one. She jumped all over that pitch and sent it right down the third baseline, just foul. She jumped all over that pitch by Melissa Parsons. Just missed, you can see, by an eyelash down in the left field line. So Kleibel stepping back in for Lake Region. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Inside, that just misses. It's a full count now with 3-2.
Kleibel, a player who had problems with her shoulder as well, suffering weakness in the muscles, but such an exceptional hitter. Coach Butler didn't want to take her out of the lineup. Really needs her bat in there.
Here's the pitch, swung on, popped up. Out to the outfield, coming a long way is the center fielder, and pulling that one in is Jillian Palmer. And that's the first out here of the top of the 4th. So Kleibel flies out to center field, and that'll bring up April Elston, who struck out back in the 2nd inning.
Elston, another one of the players that Coach Butler can also go to as a pitcher. She's 10-0. What a great luxury for a high school coach to have 3 pitchers, 3 quality pitchers that he can call on at any time.
Yeah, Tom Butler said that before the game. He says, I've got so many great pitchers on this team. It's almost a menagerie of who I want to use. Swung on, that's fouled away.
And any of the 3 could go to any other school in the area and be a top pitcher for that team. That's how good these young ladies are.
And you say, of course, the JV teams aren't too bad themselves. JV teams could probably beat a lot of these teams. So April Elston, it's great when you get a good program going. You get solid foundation of teaching. It comes up from all levels, and it really pays off by the time they get to high school.
And this Lake Region team only lost 1 player last year, 1 senior, Monica Shipley. So that's a great luxury for Coach too. They made it to the regional finals last year before losing to Rockledge 9-5. And they finished with a 25-10 record. So they were excited knowing that they had so much coming back and an opportunity to get here today.
Elston now facing the 0-2 pitch. He went chasing for the outside of the plate. She didn't get it, and she has struck out now for the 2nd time in the ball game. And Lake Region quickly down 2 love here in this top of the 4th. That'll bring up Julie Adams, the first baseman.
Just another excellent job. You really see the hand movement, turning the ball over and really flipping it down, flipping that wrist over and getting the ball to move real quick just before it crosses the plate to hit the outside corner.
Spot pitching at its best. We just saw it there for Melissa Parsons as Julie Adams steps in. And it's 1-0 here. She singled out to center field back in the 2nd inning. 1 for 1 so far in the ball game. And this time Parsons is giving her no room right now.
Little panic before the game for the Lake Region team. Their bat bag was missing. And they were up here in the press box area trying to scramble to get some bats together for the game.
Swung on, that's fouled away. They quickly called the shop class to try to get some metal works going real fast.
I'll tell you, with the way the technology is going, I wouldn't be surprised. Double wall, actually that's a double wall bat right there, the DeMarini bat. And Louisville Slugger is going to be coming out with a bat shortly, a triple wall bat. That the coils in it, from what I understand, are very similar to a bed, the springs in a bed, so you get that trampoline effect.
Well, no trampoline effect there as she sends it down a roller to second base. So Julie Adams goes down and Lake Region goes down 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the 4th. Back with more. Bartow leads 1-0. Back with more for Kinsemi right after this timeout.
Now, the most difficult shots in golf are easy to make with the Alien Ultimate Wedge. You'll be out in 1 swing, guaranteed.
I don't care how high a handicapper you are or how little you play. You'll get out of the sand on your very first swing or your money back.
Over 60% of all shots are taken within a short distance of the pin. The Alien Ultimate Wedge's triple radius design gets you out of the sand, out of the deep rough, even off hard pan. You don't need a new swing, a new stance, or a sports psychologist. All you need to get on the green is the Alien Ultimate Wedge. Call now for your free video and brochure and find out how you can get this revolutionary club in your bag.
If you live for golf and want to save strokes, pick up the phone right now and order your Alien Wedge. I guarantee you, you'll be glad you did.
The Alien Ultimate Wedge.
There's a long one.
One swing, and you're out of there.
Right on it. All right.
Guaranteed.
3.5 gone here from Kissimmee, Florida. Steve Michael and Leah Secondo, glad to have you alongside. And we move along here in the 4A Women's Softball Championship. Bartow with a 1-0 lead, and they now step up to the plate. Here's Meekin Chung. First pitch swung on, and that's just over the outstretched hands of April Elston, and took a look, and that went into the crowd.
Steve, with the lone run by Bartow in the third, Bartow has now outscored the opponents this season 249 to just 89 runs. Exceptional. They're getting it done as well on the other side with the defense by not having any errors. The pitchers are keeping the ball in play and allowing the defense to take care of it, and that is so important, especially as we complete this game here today.
Yeah, 31 love in the last 4 ball games. The key to winning championships is very simple. You got to be hotter than any other team at the end of the season, and you've got to flourish. And that's exactly what Bartow's been able to do so far. This is long from being over, but right now it's looking good.
Especially in fast pitch. You really only need 1 run if you have a quality pitcher that's hitting the spots the way Melissa Parsons is. Excellent job with her battery mate Tony Ryberg today in hitting all the spots and really making the Lake Region batters think up there.
Carrie Tuning is the one on the mound right now for Lake Region. 34-1 on the year. They have defeated Bartow 3 different times in the 3 previous meetings, but right now Bartow has a 1-0 lead. There's the pitch to Chung. That just misses its mark, evens everything up at 2-2. So Chung went down, thrown out by the second baseman back in inning number 1 to end that first inning. She starts things off here in the bottom of the 4th.
That's the spot right in there. You see that excellent job by Tuning. Get it in on her wrist. Keep those hands in close, not allowing any extension.
Up high with a fastball, and Tuning put it just in the right spot, and Chun went fishing and couldn't get her hands on it.
Really jammed inside. You see an excellent shot here by our center field camera. See those wrists, everything's tight right into her body, really choked her.
So Chun is gone, and coming up is Shelly Sants, who flew out to the right fielder to start off the bottom of the second inning. Right at the knees and inside, it's in for a strike. Tuning, who's a youngster, she'll be around a few more years. Swung on by Sanch, pops it up. 3 players coming over, and running a long way was Jessica Tuning, Carrie's sister, to make a great catch as she ran to her left and just to the outside of second base.
And I'll tell you what, Steve, that's one of the plays that you can work on from day 1 of practice to the last day of the season in practice. You need to work on your fielders with that every single day. The communication drill, we call it. And you can't do that drill enough. You really can't. Center fielder has to take charge in that situation and really call and make sure that everyone can hear on the play, especially with the players going back on it, trying to make a play on the ball.
Yeah, great play. Even the professionals make mistakes. Here's Howell with a shot to the pitcher, and that'll do it. So Bartow goes down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So Bartow and the Yellow Jackets continue to lead. 4 complete from Kissimmee. Back with more for the 4A title game. A return right after this here on Sports Channel.
Be sure and catch the Flagler Sports Forum. Each and every Friday evening on Sports Channel, we'll talk to the top athletes and sports executives in the country, one-on-one, and explore all the compelling issues that make the sports pages great reading. Hi, I'm Jeff DeForest. Join me right here in the Flagler Sports Forum, where we'll have in-depth one-on-one conversations with the best people in the sporting world. Airs every Friday right here on Sports Channel.
There's a place in Cooperstown, New York, where memories come to life.
It's 7:15. There's a new home run champion of all time, and it's Henry Aaron.
Stopped it. Number 7 is in the book. The remarkable Ryan has done it again.
Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
Where moments become memories, the Baseball Hall of Fame at Cooperstown.
All sorts of ball play going on here. We've completed 4 of the scheduled 7, and Bartow leads their rival, Lake Region. Lake Region's only been around a couple of years, but this is a tremendous rivalry that's being established. These two schools just 8 miles apart, and this is the 4th time this year that these two have played, and Lake Region's won all 3 previous games, but right now trails 1-0. And here's the pitcher, Carrie Tuning, for Lake Region with a chance on her own to get this team back into play. Shot out to right field, running a long way and making a great catch. There's Megan Chung. And she came a long, long way to pull that one in. That's the 2nd time today she has come off to her left to make a great catch.
Great speed falling away, and anytime you have to go toward the line, if that one falls in, it's extra bases, only because Chun will have to turn, get her footing, and return the throw back into the field. Excellent job to get there and make the play.
Yes.
And you have to give a credit too, Steve, not only to the 2 schools, but the town programs, the summer programs. You can't be on top, and you can't be at this high level all the time if you're not playing ball year-round. These young ladies have committed themselves on both teams by playing summer ball, and many of them have had the success in summer ball.
Tyus to the third baseman. Quick throw over, and Vicki Howell over to Lawrence Wallace. And there are 2 down now. So Tyus is 0 for 2 in the ball game. And now the other Tuning steps in. Jessica Tuning. Just a freshman, the shortstop. And she singled back in inning number 3. You know, if you're a senior on a club like this and you get to the state finals and you lose, it's very upsetting. You're an underclassman, it's almost a little bit different psyche, isn't it? You know you still might have a few more chances.
Well, you hope you have a few more chances.
You hope so, but it didn't work that time for Jessica Tuning, and she is tossed out. And after 4.5, it continues to be Bartow. The Yellow Jackets with a 1-0 lead over Lake Region. Back with more of this 4A championship ball game right after this. Time out here on Sports Channel.
The Marlins clash with the Dodgers Monday at 8 on Sunshine.
Just imagine being a Florida Marlin. You can when you join the 1997 Coca-Cola Florida Marlins Kids Club. As a special Kids Club member, you get a membership card, a team photo, and lots of other cool stuff. You even get a Kids Club cap, dog tags, and many more surprises. Pick up your application at Pro Player Stadium. That's the Coca-Cola Marlins Kids Club. Call 626-7293 for more information.
Join the Florida Marlins Kids Club today. We want you on our team.
The Marlins travel to San Francisco for a series against the Giants on June 9th, 10th, and 11th, and Sports Channel is bringing you all the action beginning Monday, June 9th at 9:30 p.m. Be there when it happens only on Sports Channel. And by the way, don't forget about all the Florida Marlins in their Marlins Weekly. The information you'll need Sunday morning at 10:30 on Sports Channel. Manager Jim Leland will take you through the week's highlights. That's all exclusively on Sports Channel. And we move along to the bottom of the 5th. Chrissy Wilkerson stepping in, the shortstop. Flew out to left field back in the 2nd inning.
Tell you what, both pitchers do an excellent job for Lake Region. Tuning 26 strikes, just 8 balls, a total of 33 pitches in this game. Really not wasting anything in this heat, getting the control. And the 1 base hit, that liner that scored the run, you know, you want to hit the ball hard, you want to have a play, and it's just a hard shot that you couldn't make a play on in that situation.
Here in the bottom of the 5th, now maybe we can talk about for girls softball, the length of the game. Normally it's 7 innings, but in today's ball game, swung on, that's jumped down and fouled on the third baseline. We go to extra innings if we're tied after 7.
Right. In many instances, especially NCAA's do this, they put the runner on second base if the game is tied after 7. And they call it, you know, it's almost like sudden victory or sudden death, so to speak, because you have that runner in scoring position. We won't do that today. If we get into a tie game, it will be play until you drop, so to speak, and the run is scored.
Game the other day went about, 15 innings. So
right.
This is a big, big inning for Bartow. They would love to get an insurance run here. They lead 1-0 over Lake Region as we work the bottom of the 5th. And the 7th batter in the order up, Chrissy Wilkerson. Pops that one out to the shortstop. Coming over and making a catch is Jessica Tuning, and there's 1 down. So Chrissy Wilkerson pops up to the shortstop. And that'll bring up Jillian Palmer, the center fielder. She got a single back in the 3rd inning and was tossed out on her way to 2nd on a force.
It was a strong shot to left. Really got a good connection on the ball, and as a pitcher, you don't want to make that mistake a second time, especially late here in the game.
Right back to the pitcher. She turns, gathers it up, and throws Jillian Palmer out. A good play, a good hustle by the extra Tuning as she batted the ball down, searched for it, and threw her out.
Same situation again there, Steve. You can never hit enough balls to your pitchers in practice, and as the season progresses, they're going to take so many different shots back to the box. You want to make sure in every game they're mentally prepared for that and not frazzled. They gain their composure, take a step, nice easy throw to first base.
So Scoot Godwin steps in. She has scored the only run of the ball game back in inning number 3. As we go to the bottom of the order here for Bartow and the Yellow Jackets, we're 29-4. Got on, of course, in a fielder's choice. And she tries to bunt it down the first baseline to throw, and a good hustle by the pitcher Tuning as she throws out Godwin to end the inning. And Bartow goes down 1-2-3 here in the bottom half of the 5th. 5 complete from Kissimmee. Bartow 1, Lake Region nothing.
Discover the amazing training secrets of America's finest baseball school with Dynamic Practice Organization, a revolutionary new instructional videotape. Dynamic Practice Organization features professional scout and instructor Tommy Mansky with his famous building block approach to athletic training. This exciting instructional videotape features the same drills, techniques, and methods that have produced baseball world's back-to-back-to-back AAU national championship teams. Dynamic Practice Organization makes any coach look like a genius and organizes offensive and defensive practices that players of all ages and ability levels can't wait to attend. And immensely improves team communication skills and even conditioning. This is the instructional video that's a winner. To order your copy for only $29.95, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-282-5020. The Dynamic Practice Organization teaching video makes a great gift, too. Call now, 1-800-282-5020.
Top of the order, we go to the 6th. Lake Region stepping up, trailing 1-0 to Bartow. The only run scored back in that 3rd. And Cindy Snowby steps up. She walked back in the 1st inning. Being down 0-2, she saw 4 straight balls go by her. Alyssa Parsons on the mound with Snowby stepping in. She struck out back in the 3rd. Fouls that one back to the screen. And if you're Tom Butler now, Leah, here's the question. You get to the top of the 6th. You're starting to run out of time fast. You start making changes here, or do you keep going with what you got here?
Yeah, I think it's for Tom Butler in this situation, keep your composure. If you start to show that you're a little bit frazzled and concerned, it's really going to reflect out on the players. And Lake Region, he was telling me, is not really a running team, and they wouldn't be able to really on Wrightburg's anyway.
Quick throw to the second baseman, and Donna Byers gets it over to Lauren Wallace. And Snowby is tossed out. And there's 1 down here in the 6th.
Snowdy giving a good piece. Good jump out of the box, putting her head down, trying to beat up the play. And though it would look like a routine play, she at least made it close with her hustle.
Snowdy, one of the fastest players out here today, just missed getting on. So there's one down, and stepping up here is Trish Lanier on the first pitch. She pops up to the second baseman, and Donna Byers couldn't hang on. And moving on to second base off the air is Trish Lanier, and Lake Region is now right back in this ball game, but a chance to move on with a runner sitting in scoring position off the air to second base.
Tough play by Donna Byers. Got to keep her head up. She smiled there a little bit. I like this young lady. She's a junior. I think she's an exceptional ball player. Really moves well around the bag and turning the double play. Keep her head up. Still a lot of ball game left, and a tough play to make, especially with the way the sun's setting right now.
Absolutely, very difficult. And Lanier now on at second base. Heather McCrimmon, the third baseman, steps up. She first swing, pops it up to the first baseman, and a good catch there by Wallace. She had to keep motoring backwards, back, and finally she made the catch, so there's two down. And Lanier hugs second base. So McCrimmon pops up to the first baseman, and that'll bring up the DH, Kara Kleibel, who is 0 for 2 so far in his ball game.
Kleibel, one of the players who really made Mishan Chun run for the ball down the line, has the power, has home run power. Bartow definitely going to respect that in this situation.
Kleibel needs to come up big right here for Lake Region. And Parsons is in no mood to give her the pitch that she wants. 1 ball, no strikes. Parsons working the mound. 16-4 on the year.